out this video. You already know what we're finna talk about, so stay tuned. Alright guys, like this title said, gastroparesis is up. The reason I say this, I was diagnosed about gastroparesis around 2014. So let me give you a quick background. I was graduated from Moraine Valley Community College out in Illinois, and it was my day of graduation, and I wanted something quick, so I made me a bowl of chili and a mashed potato, and I boiled me a potato, and I put it all together, and I was just eating it. It was so good too, y'all. That was so good. And then I left out, right? And so my graduation, I felt so sick. I felt so sick. Like the room was spinning. I was sweating. In my early 20s, y'all, I did not sweat at all. Like no sweater, but y'all, I was sweating so bad. I really don't know how I made it through my graduation, but the next day I felt even worse. Y'all, I felt even worse. I could not eat nothing. I could not drink nothing. And my uncle, I love my uncle, but he was like, you need to try to eat something. You need to try to drink something. That's not right. You're diabetic. You need to try something. And I'm looking at him like, no. So he took me out for breakfast, and like, only thing I wanted was some eggs. I really didn't want to order that, but he was like consistent about me ordering something. So I had ordered some eggs, and y'all, it was bad. Y'all, I took one bite of that, and I was done. Y'all, I was so done. And I was laying in the back, like in the seat, like I need to go to the hospital. And so we went University of Chicago over there on 47th and Cottage Grove. And they gave me some nausea medicine and some Benadryl and sent my butt home. They just said, oh, you just nausea. You probably just ate something that wasn't right. So, and that was it. Y'all, the next day, it was the same. I mean, after I left, I did feel good. But when the next day, it hit me again. I'm like, oh my God, what the heck is this? So we went to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, one of the best hospitals in Chicago, and it's downtown with all the rich and rich people, I would say. And so we went there, and they kept me, and they ran this test. I had to take this test where you have to try to eat something, and it's not like a little egg, and you try to eat it, and then they take a test on your stomach to see did it digest or is it still sitting there. Of course, I got gastroparesis because it was sitting there, and so they was like, I really couldn't understand what they were saying to me at the time. They was like, yes, you have gastroparesis and all this other stuff, and so I really did not understand what it was until 2017, and back then I got diagnosed in 2014, so I really didn't know. And so all that summer I was sick, y'all. I was sick. I would be in the hospital for weeks, and I would go home, and then like I would be back in the hospital the next couple of days. And they're like, LaBrea, did we just see you? Was you just here? And I was like, yeah, it's still happening. And they really did not. They gave me some Reglan. I believe it was Reglan, and Reglan did not help me at all, y'all. Reglan was not the medicine for me, and it did not help. And found out that Reglan, it make you hear bells and stuff like that. And I didn't know that till a doctor told me that. He was like, he don't want me to be on that medicine for too long because I was starting hearing bells and all this other stuff, which is true, y'all. I would be sitting in a quiet room and I would hear bells. Like, what the heck is going on? And so that was the first part. And I was trying to go back to a university to finish off my degree and stuff. And so I was applying for that. And y'all, was so sick, I didn't even get to finish what I was doing because I was in a hospital constantly. I was in the hospital. I couldn't eat nothing. I remember a time where I was so sick that I couldn't even eat baby food. I couldn't drink water, and I couldn't eat nothing for like a whole month and a half. I went from 120 some pounds to 98 pounds, 95 pounds, wearing a double zero. Y'all, a double zero. I was so skinny. You could see like my chest, like the bones in this area. The only thing that I would say was a plus is I didn't have no gut. But that's not good, And so and then and then y'all, so I was good after, I don't know, after a year when I moved to Freeman Place. It's a place for the blind and visually impaired. It's a assisted living. So when I moved there, uh I started getting, like a year later, I started getting sick again, y'all. And I could not understand what, I'm like, oh, here we go again. So I was dealing with that for like a whole year, y'all. I was in and out the hospital. I couldn't eat nothing, and it was so bad that I was throwing up blood because I was throwing up acid, so it was burning my throat. And so I was throwing up blood, and the doctor was like, I think you should be good for a gastro pacemaker. Comment below if you would like a story about me getting a gastro pacemaker. And then so I end up getting it, and to be honest, I want to take it out because I feel like it really ain't doing nothing. But that's a whole nother story, but for a whole nother day. And so I got it, and y'all, I would say I was sick, I was sick, I was sick. And the thing is, I like doctors, but at the same time, I feel like they don't tell you all the stuff that you need to know about sickness and stuff like that. I had to find out the hard way that I could not eat acid food. I could not eat tomatoes, no ketchup, no barbecue sauce, no spaghetti, no salsa, nothing with tomatoes. I cannot eat nothing with acid. I just cannot eat it. And I remember one time we were going to the beach, and it was me, Conray, and two other friends of mine. And I had got a sandwich wrap, and it had tomatoes, pickles, and uh, bread, the roll kind. At first, they were saying that I'm gluten free, so I thought, okay, maybe so I got me corn tortillas. So yeah, I'm eating this sandwich, and I was like, yeah, y'all, let's go to the beach tomorrow and stuff like that. And y'all, tell me why I got sick. I got sick. Why? Because it was tomatoes in there, and for the life of me, I did not know why I was sick. So all of a sudden, God just gave me why I am sick. He told me I cannot eat tomatoes. I cannot eat acid foods. And I'm sitting here thinking like, how come my gastroparesis doctor didn't tell me to watch out for foods like that? Like, I had to learn the hard way. And it's a sad thing when doctors do not tell you to watch out for stuff. Like, I really think like the whole hospital thing and doctors and stuff like that is a scam. They should have been have cure for diabetes. They should have been had a cure for cancer. Like, they have all this money. They have billions of dollars. Instead of finding out, I'm sure they got a cure. I'm sure they do. But I feel like they want you to be going to the emergency room. They want you to go to the doctors just so they could get a paycheck, and that is not right. So I was sick, and I ended up getting so sick that the assisted living Freeman Place kicked me out because I was missing so many days, and I was in the hospital constantly, and they was like, you need to probably go to a nursing home or something like that. Y'all know I already stayed in a nursing, well, if you didn't know, I stayed in a nursing home twice before, and I most definitely that was not an option for me. So I moved with my aunt, and so yeah, and the thing is, all that was happening in the month I was supposed to be I was getting married. So that causes stress. So I was in a nursing home for like 2 weeks or so, before my wedding. I was like, I cannot do this because they gave me restrictions. I couldn't leave without somebody going with me because I was, visually impaired, legally blind, and they didn't think it was safe. And I'm looking at them like, I know how to use my cane. I know how to travel. I use public transportation, the CTAs and the train. I know how to get out there, but nursing home. So I was like, well, you know what? I can't do this, so I had to go. And so, yes, I did get married. Oh, let me tell you, y'all, got so many stories. I got so many stories about this gastroparesis. That's why I say gastroparesis is a B, because gastroparesis don't care if it's your wedding, it don't care if your graduation, it don't care if you're finna have a baby, it just do not care. It don't care if you're finna have a job interview, it do not care. It do not care. It do not care. And this stages with gastroparesis, I believe that I'm probably in the second stage of gastroparesis because I can't eat. I can eat whatever I want. Well, not whatever, because I cannot eat ketchup and tomatoes and stuff like that. But other than that, I can eat whatever I want. But as you guys do not know, but I do not eat meat no more. I stay away from meat because it messes up my stomach and I cannot poop. So I just cannot eat meat no more. So I try to eat soups and beans and stuff like that. And y'all thank God, because when I stopped eating meat and I stopped eating candy and stuff like that, my blood pressure, I have not taken a blood pressure pills in months. So my blood pressure is good and stable. My diabetes is now good and stable. So look into it. So y'all, let me comment below and tell me when did you find out that you had gastroparesis, and was it very tell me how it was. And guys, wait a minute. Let me know. Let me know if you guys want me to do a book review on this book. I will give this book, like, for real. This is not a paid promotion or nothing like that. I will give this book a 5 stars, because this book has taught me more about gastroparesis than my doctor did. So let me know if you guys want me to do a book review on this. And I absolutely love this book. This book has taught me so many things about gastroparesis and what to look out for. And the recipes are really good. I had tried this one recipe and it was the bomb. It was so good. So comment below, okay, about this. And like I always say, be good, be safe, and God bless. I love you guys. Bye bye.